Well, we did it.
It says Cherie Stern is live now. Okay. It is 8:59 and we are on time. We're on time. Well, I was go, what's this? Okay. Hold on a second. She's pushing me out the way now. Bring on the camera. Let me in. Okay. So we're live now. Hello, and welcome to the next exciting episode of Let's Chat. Hello. Is this thing on? It is on. So today is our next edition of the Ratchet TV report starring my hair. Okay.
Oh, baby, we're not gonna afford it because you see what I got on my head. Well, see, we're not even gonna.
Not bad on here
See, that's a style.
Yeah, not bad.
Them all twisted up, the roots is good. You don't want to see these roots under here. Oh, baby, you got to fluff out. You hear me? You got to go fluff.
Well, it really ain't that.
It ain't.
See, the one thing I should do a hair video because one thing I do my own hair, but I can't do no video because it literally takes me 3 days to do my hair because I have arthritis and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, the things I had to do to get my hair together tonight, it was like this time, baby, it's not even moving. It's not even moving. There's no body. It's just like, but
we had to get the hair done, so we had to come the way we had to come.
But you know what? I know this white girl. You know, Charity, you're the only one that can do it. Because
I know. Love you too.
But I love you though. But that's the thing about it.
Take your hair flip from the purple because that's my favorite color. You see my hair purple.
Okay. But the thing about it is I'm hanging on to this hair. I got like 5 more days to go. It's halfway to hell. Okay. It really is. I have about 5 more days to go because we're going to
Sorry, I can wait.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
Oh, okay.
We have if you guys check on Miss Wyana Allen's Passion for Children page, there is a Halloween candy giveaway for the children. Okay. And so we're going to cover that with Les Chat Dallas. And so I have to hang on to this hair for just a few more days because I'm either gonna go as Mommy Dearest or the Bride of Frankenstein.
Either way, she crazy.
In which case, I'm gonna need like some big hair that I can tease and mess up and then take out. So that's what I plan on doing this weekend. So if y'all got some children, make sure you check out.
Please.
It's in the South Dallas Shopping Center.
Okay.
On 2nd Avenue and Elsie Faye Higgins.
I definitely can post that.
Yeah. Please do, and you can find that page on. You can find it. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I got to hang onto my hair that's halfway to hell for Halloween. So that was today's Ratchet TV report.
Baby, okay, because she had the hair flip. They got their hair done. You holding on.
I'm holding
my roots. So then we got that out the way.
Okay. So now let's talk about y'all.
Okay.
And all of our guests tonight. This is a nice mix because I do want to introduce everybody. We have independent rap artist KueenD and her DJ. And I'm
like, later. So it's
Okay. DJ Unladylike.
And so KueenD is one of the hottest rappers that I think your stuff is right up there with the top 40, and we're going to talk about that because we all about lifting up and elevating our own. So we're definitely going to talk about your music. You got some new projects coming out. I didn't know how busy you were. She be doing
Videos,
a whole
YouTube
lot.
page, you know, like,
You got a
sure.
series coming out. I
Yeah.
mean, what's up? I
I
need to know about it.
Everything.
Okay. And then we have Charity, Sexy Red.
Okay.
All right, she plays Dina on Gayborhood, Dallas. We got so much talent here in Dallas. Like this is right.
Us finally getting the exposure that it's been waiting on.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's what we're here for.
Especially for the LGBT community.
We're here for it. We are here for it. And I'm telling you, baby, we the ones to do it. Trust and believe. And so, Charity, welcome to Let's Chat Dallas. I've been trying to get you on here for a minute. You finally was able to pencil your girl in.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Sorry it took so long. So happy to be here.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we know the Gayborhood is getting ready to go into its second season.
Right.
So
We are currently shooting, definitely. Actors are on set. The writers have come up with a great season for everybody. It is going to be awesome. It's taking it to a whole new level this season.
I
Whole new
know
level.
Jennifer tried to give us a little something when we had
But
her
it wasn't
on, but
enough.
She didn't give us enough because see me, I was a little jealous of your character because you was with
Really?
yeah, you know, because at the end, you know, you hooked up, you know what I'm saying, with the little
what was the character's name?
I'm trying to
The one that came to the house that was helping you fix the computer.
Yes, her.
I mean, she set my computer up pretty well. I got to give it to her.
See, that's why
She
I was
hooked
saying,
you
I
up.
felt some type of way about that. I was like, damn.
I appreciate her help. I was in need.
Okay, and you showed that, and I was like, damn.
But you know what? That character, I want to explore I guess we're gonna talk about Dina. But tonight's topic, after we, get through shooting the breeze about you guys' projects, is gonna be about dominant versus toxic masculinity.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna be talking about that. So hopefully, I'm gonna get on my phone to see if it's anybody even watching. Okay.
It doesn't even matter.
But let's go back to KueenD. What was you about to do?
I mean, I was gonna say something. You just
What was you gonna say? Because what was you gonna say? What? Skittles.
Anyway, KueenD, we was coming back to you. Okay, so you around Dallas area, that's crazy because I don't know. I just don't be in the mix or something. Y'all be posting in different areas in Dallas, shooting y'all videos or whatever. Do y'all ever have extras? Y'all be calling for extras for your videos?
Yeah, we do. We usually do, but like I know, like on this project, I basically kind of want to just focus on me, just so I can put myself out there more and just kind of engage with the audience a little more personally. So a lot of my videos that I put out from like for these next two projects, you really just go see KueenD.
And what exactly are these two projects?
See, the next Pink Goat is what it's called. Is the next project that I got coming out. Right now, the Wave mixtape is on all platforms. I don't know if y'all got that. Y'all got that?
No, we ain't got that.
Got the Wave mixtape.
Y'all didn't hook us up, and we exclusive. I don't even know what's wrong.
The Wave mixtape is out on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. Just type in the Wave mixtape, and it's about.
Can we get that?
Yeah.
I think that, we want to talk about it, but let's go back to the beginning. When did you first start to get into this rap game and decide that you wanted to be more than a rapper? Because I hear you're signing new artists and all type of stuff.
Yeah, the pivotal moment for me was 2012 with my music career. It really didn't pick up and get consistent about 2016, but at that point, that's when I kind of knew how to give myself a fair chance in the music industry. And just really from 2019, the end of 2019, that's when I dropped Gas. Now later, that's when things just kind of flourished for me. And we're just the connections and just people that I've touched in the city. Because before then, I would always try to do things outside of Texas. I shied away from Dallas, because it's hard to get support out here. It really and truly is. So it's already hard in Dallas, and then on top of being lesbian, then on top of being, so it's just independent. So it was just I really shied away from it. But I guess now later kind of got me a lot of listeners out here. So, I mean, right now,
Well, you say,
after that,
go ahead. I have a problem interrupting people. Go ahead.
oh, no, you good. After that, I dropped the Wave mixtape. Basically, I just wanted to get him a body of work. You know, something more than just cause on the with Now Lately only dropped with 4 songs, right? It was supposed to be 5, but I only dropped with 4. It was EP called EP 91. I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 91. So, you know, you just got a well-rounded mixtape of what a 90s baby project would feel like. You had the slow, you had the lit, but the lit was Now Later. And now, like I feel like you can hear that at birthdays,
Right.
reception, all type of stuff, you know, for like the rest of your life. Like I don't feel like it's gonna get old. Like it's no date on that song. Yeah. But the Wave mixtape, like I said, it gave you a full like body of just a project of everything that I was experiencing. You got your slow songs, you got your lit songs, you got, you know, anything that you can basically look for on that project. You know, you can really understand KueenD a lot through the Wave mixtape. So y'all definitely got to check that out if y'all haven't. Like that'll give y'all some real insight.
You gotta get that to us.
But I've dropped more. Before then, I dropped Burls and Burls 2. Those are mixtapes as well, but they only on YouTube and like SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing about it. You say that a pivotal moment for you was 2012.
Yeah.
But then you mentioned that one of these projects didn't drop till 2019. So what did you do for 7 years after you had this epiphany to bring you on down the line where you decided, like you said, to give yourself a fair chance?
Yeah. Well, 2012, like that's when I really just ever like recorded my own song. So that's like when I just dove into it. 2016 is when I actually started recording bodies of work. Like I've dropped like mixtapes, but at that time, like it wasn't like dropping on YouTube and stuff. It was hard copy CDs and shit still. So like I dropped projects and stuff like that, but it was still a lot of inconsistency and like everything that I had going on. Like I had to learn, like you have to stay at it and you got to stay in their face. Like you got to show them growth. Like you got to make them feel like they experiencing exactly what you're saying you're going through. You know, so it kind of just took me a minute to understand the game, you know, like and just from the consumer side of point instead of just the artist. Because sometimes you just get stuck as an artist, like trying to figure out like what to do, why you're not getting someplace, and it's just because you're not remembering as a fan. Like how you go and search music. What is it? What is that something that get your attention? Like you always got to channel back to it. So 2016, I got the gist for that, and it's just like I said, each year I just been elevating. So, and now I got the Wave. The Wave is we all value each other. That's my team. And like I said, like I got a DJ, I got my right hand man, you know what I'm saying? I got an assistant, I got a promoter, comedians, all that. Like we just believe in each other. And it's all, you know, just for a mutual goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure glad that you hooked up with our team because if you didn't know, KueenD is also going to be performing at Bonfire.
Yeah. With Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Bonfire Dallas.
Already.
We in that thing.
So I mean, the talent that we have been, you know, just getting exposed to just right here in our own backyard. Okay. And you know,
it is a lot of talent I heard. It's a lot of everything I heard.
It's everything.
It's multiple web series that have been started in Dallas, but you don't see those anymore.
But we're gonna see them now.
Definitely.
And it's time for us to put our city on the map. Not only just our city, but also our lifestyle. You know, as LGBT, as people who ascribe to this lifestyle, and we real with it, we serious about it. You know, we want to show the world things from our point of view, music from our point of view. You know, one thing about it, you know, back when I guess when I was younger, a couple years ago.
You're laughing a little too hard. Back. All right.
Anyway, listen. But you know, one of the things that we dealt with rap artists during my era with Matthew, but I'm still in my era. What y'all mean? Anyway, what the deal was we dealt with songs you know, calling women bitches and hoes, and they do that now. You know, it's like almost every, you know, everyday word or whatever the case may be. But the songs were that they were still from a, you know, man's point of view, how a man viewed women, and all that kind of thing. And so what I'm noticing, and the reason that I personally want to put LGBT artists out there is because number one is from a woman's point of view, you know, you know, and it's masculinity from a woman's point of view. It hits me different when it comes from an, you know, from a lesbian artist or something like that. It'll resonate with me differently than, you know, misogynistic, you know, songs that downgrade women, you know, in some type of way. I mean, I think you still might hear it with some of the lesbian artists too, you know, the ones that might be a little low vibing or whatever the case may be. But
like for the most part, that's what I can say. I just haven't just really heard too many hoes come out in
thank God.
lesbian music that I listen to. I really don't feel that I've heard anybody be derogatory in that besides like stick that ass. But I don't think I've heard it. Do you have that in your song?
I could barely hear you. You lower than her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's going on around here.
There you are.
I told you we need another mic.
We gotta get one. Can y'all hear me now?
Not really.
Better.
I mean,
Well, I mean, you close to
I know. Can y'all hear me now?
it's
Yeah.
probably because
Oh shit, I gotta yell. Am I too loud now?
I think you can use it. Go ahead.
Okay, anyway, so I was saying I don't think I've ever heard bitches and hoes come out of lesbian music, not any that I've heard. So I was asking you, do you say bitches and hoes? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't think I noticed.
in what context?
One lyric from Now and Later that say big bald head hoe behavior.
No, but it's not you directly saying you a bitch, you a hoe.
You ain't taking it that way because
Let them
Right.
explain. Let them
I
explain.
was.
Go ahead.
What I meant first, so they wouldn't have to get the who do you
Oh,
mean?
okay.
it's just more relatable when you hear it.
Right.
Yeah, so
Because I don't. Go ahead.
I pop my shit a lot, like in songs. In
In
the lit songs I do, you know.
But you don't directly the rock.
You don't directly degrade women.
Degrade, yeah.
Nah.
That's what I was meaning. It's not a
There is
direct.
a fine line.
Yeah. Because that's relatable.
Oh, well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's different besides you a bitch ass hoe. You ain't shit. All you do is put
No.
Like,
You can't hear Charity?
You just going in and out a lot, sweetie. I can hear you. She going in and out.
you did say that.
It's like, baby, you glitchy.
It's the man say, we gonna get better, don't worry about it. It's coming. So I'm gonna let you talk to make it real.
Well,
You got a loud mouth.
no, it's not that I have a loud mouth.
I think it's the way she's facing her. The way she's facing, she hasn't moved or turned, and it's staying steady.
Consistent.
She moving.
You got a little more energy, honey. You got a little
Yeah, you know I have to come with it. Like,
Yes, ma'am.
That's what it is. She can't sit
I
still.
can't sit still.
She
beautiful thing.
So she waving the air, she waving all of the sound waves away from the microphone.
Okay, so today, that's better.
Nope.
Nope.
See? Then it don't matter
Well,
what
it
I
don't matter, just keep talking. Whatever,
Okay,
just
we
keep
still
talking.
doing
They'll
it.
figure it
But
out, they
anyway.
read lips.
Back to
Oh.
Don't be lips.
not that read lips.
Not really.
Right, not at all.
Not at all.
My bad. See, that's the thing about it. We can't really watch the live and respond to stuff. So,
You trying.
where were we?
We can talk about it.
We were talking about
They don't.
you don't. So I think that you should prove that, and we're gonna go to break for real quick because we got to pay these bills.
I pay them bills.
Can you hear bills. Can you hear that?
We actually have some bills.
I'm gonna play a
I ain't
song.
never been so happy to have a bill in my life. You say what?
I don't know.
Pay this bill. Who is that?
We finna go to KueenD.
And then we're gonna come back and talk about.
Gayborhood.
No, we're gonna come. We have like a long time.
Do we? What's the best song of yours that you feel like we should play?
Butter? Hi.
Love don't cost a thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't want
It's free. Love is free.
Amen.
Love is free, and it should be unconditional.
But it'll make you change.
Love don't cost a thing or a thing.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That wordplay. That wordplay.
No, it's QUEEN.
Oh,
No, it's KU.
No. I'm sorry,
I didn't put
KUEEN.
that in there.
Yeah, KUEEND.
My phone did.
There it is. Look,
What it do?
The
and we
movie.
will be right
Where's
back.
the movie? I can't find it.
Baby, it was
Finna
That's not her.
Oh,
That is the movie. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Honey. Why I can't find it? Let me go on the
what's the name of your YouTube channel? We need to put that out there anyway.
It's right here. It's KueenD. Oh, because I put an EE at the end. I don't know why I did. Oh, yeah, I don't see it. It's not under your page though.
It's KUEEND. It's one
We
word.
on your page, but
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not. I don't see the song.
Yeah, type in and just put love don't cost a thing.
That's what I did.
You gonna get in trouble.
it's love cost a thing or love don't
No,
cost.
love don't cost a thing, like the movie.
That's what it keep pulling up. That's what I'm saying.
Let me see my phone so I can show them what it looks like.
Right.
There it is, number 3.
Yeah. Number 3. This one. Oh, here you go. Oh. But it's
Oh, that's nice. It start out nice.
Everything I do hits.
Hey, I like that. Everybody got to be hit. I feel that. In real life.
Fuck all that talking, baby. Show me. Oh, you there. You there. Can you play music?
What would you do for some paper? I just want you to give me an hour later. I've come in so many flavors. Tough love, that touch love that you can't escape from. That don't cost a thing, but it'll make you change. Yeah, put on that fight, still can't win a game. All that with the shot, can't win the thing. Yeah, had me from the start, didn't need no one name. You can't have my me if you want it. I just wanna do all the things you want to. All the freaking things you wanna get in my life. That's what you told me, so baby, show what you told me. Like all that talking, baby, show me. Like a book, you got me open. I really beg you, let you want it. Emotions got me open. Let me come close up. It's all or nothing. What's up with it? You want it? Yeah. Cause long cause a thing, but it'll make you change. We on the same page. We on the we only turn on something. Them stuck in open up the step 2. Let me go to step 3. Tell me what you need. Just put it on me. Don't be lonely. You can have all of me if you want to. I just wanna do all the things you want to. All the freaking things you wanna get in my life. What you told me, yeah. Girl, you're talking, baby, show me. Like the book, you got me open. I really begging that you want it, yeah. Emotions, got me open. Better close up, it's all or nothing. What's up with it? You want it, yeah. Cause long comes a thing, but it'll make you change.
Y'all so silly. Y'all just silly.
Huh?
Y'all silly. That's what y'all just silly. Just cannot help yourselves. I love it. It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Yes, ma'am.
Synthetic hair. You don't put oil on it.
Stop doing that.
It's $5.99.
Stop doing that.
You're making me touch mine. Stop it.
Baby, don't do that. Don't.
You're making me do it. I can't help it.
No.
You're playing with your hair. I'd be like, what?
Right. But your shit.
One of the few things I got.
Yeah, on a gang.
Hey.
I don't blame her. Pull up, pop out. Hit a nigga with a bang.
Hey.
Everyone but a little bit of bang. Watch how you move, little nigga. Better watch how you do, little nigga. Hey. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, a whole lot of folks.
You're just gonna make a megaphone.
Okay, can y'all hear me with my megaphone?
So, okay, so D, introduce us to the party that you have with you.
All right, this is 1/3 of the wave.
Wave.
This B wave. The right hand is DJ Unladylike, the motherfucking DJ.
Hey, Unladylike, I like that.
Hold on, drop it.
I didn't know you. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah.
I heard a lot about DJ Unladylike, but I
She
didn't
the
know
hottest
that.
DJ in the DFW. No cap.
Ah, period, period. Put a stop.
No cap. No cap.
What you said? Say it again.
See the hottest motherfucking DJ in the DFW. No cap.
That part, that way, goddamn me. Shit. Don't be shy over there. Shit. Claim your
Don't do
success.
it, guys.
Claim your shit.
Huh.
Right, pop your shit, because I feel exclusive right now, for real. You know what I'm saying? So shit, pop your shit,
I mean, she be popping it off at the hottest spots. You know what I'm talking about? She had lesbian happy hour.
Where?
Wait a minute, but last time that ain't been invited.
You know what I'm talking about? She done DJ everywhere, bro. Back in the day, we talking about, you done did everything from Gators to, what is it? The Brick.
But what you popping now?
Right now.
I know y'all remember the Brick.
House of Blues. I was just at prom.
House of Blues, Prime, Sue Ellens.
Hey,
man.
wait a minute.
Yes,
Just a little bit.
but
We talking about KueenD though.
yeah, we talking about the wave though.
You doing
We're talking about y'all. What is you saying?
She tried it. She tried it.
Nah.
No.
Brought y'all here.
Yeah. What you mean? Your back.
Who do you have on the other side?
It's B Wave, my right hand, sure.
Who?
Right here with
So
it.
right hand.
C Wade.
We right here with it.
You said D wave, right?
B Wave.
B.
With a B.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me not get my bad. My
Hey.
Oops. I'm being real unladylike right now, my bad.
Yeah.
She gonna rep that for real.
Is
And so, D Wade, what do you do? What's your part in this?
I'm the glue that hold everybody together.
I know that.
okay, management, overseer, mama, daddy, get your shit together. We, yeah, got you.
Well, that's good because you know it's good to have.
We gotta have one of those.
You gotta have a team.
Oh, we got one of those.
Yeah, you
But
got.
we gotta have one of those that's gonna make sure we do our shit.
We got
do our shit.
Yeah.
we got all that. Okay. And so in that, with you during those years, those formative years, when you were dropping your 2016 stuff, then you said you dropped something. Did you drop a second project, or you just kind of released all the 2016 stuff and took that on the road, or what?
Well, now the 2016 stuff, that was more just like mixtape, still like on hard copy CD.
In the mud.
When I dropped Burrows and Burrows 2, I dropped that. That was like 2017, 2018. I dropped those back to back. And then 2019 is when I dropped the EP 91, which had Banger, it had You Can, it had Now and Later, and it had Ride With Me. And that was Now and Later was just a single that I was promoting on there. So I was doing everything from Trillers to everything. Like I was doing heavy promo on it for like a good 6 to 8 months. Like,
you did a good ass job on that.
Thirst for that release was fucking crazy. Like it was crazy. Like people was like, when are you gonna drop Now and Later, bro? Like,
right.
Okay.
All videos came out. I'm like, who is this? Wait, let me go see who this is. Baby, I used to, when I first started working out, at the beginning of the song, I pull it up on the motherfuckers. Look at all these bitches taking their oh wait, my bad. Look at all these beautiful women.
I have been visual heavy. Like my focus this year has been being visually ready. Like dropping so many visuals that everybody can just see like I'm working,
Yeah.
Not just focusing on one thing. Like I also got the Up Next YouTube series, you know what I'm saying? I done signed my first artist, so
hey, turn up.
Yeah, cause like with me, it's all about like just having something for people to be able to connect to. Like it ain't nothing in Dallas that nobody can truly say that put on artists because nobody does.
Okay. Hello. We
So it's
we
like,
we got one now though.
I'm just trying to create a platform for artists and just to have a fair chance. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
we got it.
Look at the vision.
We got it.
Look at the vision.
Coming at you. Because that's the whole point of everything really that we do is to, elevate the talent in the LGBT community. Okay. And put it out there because it hasn't been put out there, and a lot of record companies, they don't want to put our artists on their label.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got to create our own stuff.
That's why I create my own thing. So when I do crack that major deal, I'm gonna make sure that it's an agreement. It ain't no deal.
Okay.
It's an agreement. It's a partnership. That's
Right. You heard you?
I'm looking for partnership. Like somewhere I can still do me, but at the same time, I got that machine and that help and that surety on the business side. So that's just something that I, that any artist need or any business person need. So
Yeah.
So partnership.
Yeah. So what's your next move as far as clubs or events? What you got going on?
Yeah, DJ Unladylike, we want to come see you, DJ.
Yes, okay.
You the hottest DJ.
Yeah, no cap. She's hella busy. Hell, I can half-ass book her. But yeah. So we got tomorrow night. We got at Building 211, which is what's that? 211 North Urban. Yeah, North Urban.
That's where we used. But they don't have that. I seen them fly.
We used to be there. What floor was we on?
The
11th floor.
We was on the 17th.
I don't remember the floor they used to be on. I think it probably was the 17th. That's the highest floor, or 8th.
Mm-hmm.
The highest one.
But yeah, so that's what we be on for. It's the Halloween party. It's called Fright Night. Saturday.
Okay, I saw the promo.
Yeah, Saturday, we'll be at a costume party. I got a performance there for D3 Elite Security. Shout out to them for the booking. Birthday celebration, so we can go cut up and turn up for them. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all gonna make me get out.
So prior for that, like I said, getting these promo clips ready for season 3 cast for Up Next YouTube series. I'm finna drop this Blow the Whistle music video coming out Halloween, and then I'm gonna hit y'all with so many videos y'all not even gonna be ready for it. Pink Go December 19th, the day before my birthday.
Okay.
Yes, and yeah, birthday.
Sad.
I got the birthday bash. That's December 19th as well, and I was
Another thing. That's why I like you.
Yeah.
Sagittarius. What's that?
Sash gang. Yes. Yes. I'm a star. Sheriff badge. Hey. No, but yeah, no cap. So. Yeah,
Well, I'm sure you convey that through your music too, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right. Well, then let's hear that song. And then when we come back, we're going to talk with Sexy Red Charity.
We're going to play now later because I don't
And
know if
we're going to get caught up on what's going on Gayborhood, Dallas. So we're going to go out. We're going to put some of KueenD's music.
It's going to be now later because I like it.
We're going to play now later.
Your mama gave you, throw that now or later. Ay. Show me what your mama gave you, throw that now or later. Ay. Show me what your mama gave you, throw that now or later. Ay. Show me what your mama gave you, throw that now or later.
Can you hear it?
Can y'all hear it?
Ooh, hello, do it, bounce. The way she shake it,
Hey.
The way she shake it make me wanna turn around. I need a better bitch who ain't scared of dick. Give me a 5-star check. Talk about what a nigga.
Bye.
We can get the shit.
Hold on, wait. Don't start giving me no acapella and make me stop the song. Wait a minute. You know what? We're going to break like we said. Hey, what's up, y'all? Yeah, that's it. That is Let's do this. Oh, let me see what else you want to play another one. One more.
We're going to put it back in. Put something else on rotation.
Wait. We're going to see what this bang about. You know, I was really feeling that pink house you had.
Hey. Oh, shit. I'm trying to get this, and this. $3. Can you do $3? $3. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Let me scoop down. Oh, this
What are you playing?
is title. Oh, it is a song. It was just a video.
Oh, and out. And out. Nothing. Hey. And trying to get it though. I'm the stuff just falling apart. I'm the stuff just falling apart. I don't know what you mean. What you mean? Oh Lord. What you do? Fix it.
Well, how did it get messed up?
I don't know. Right. Hey, yeah, that hurt. I'm telling you, you're gonna be nothing. I'll do the same thing. There's no flow way. You know how it's supposed to flow and then I'll come like you see it and it out. Okay. That's what I need. Oh, all right, we are back.
Hey, y'all. Miss Charity. Okay, go ahead, get your hair, girl. So she got her hair like.
Charity.
Yes.
Sexy red.
Yeah.
Now, hey, KueenD, y'all. So we're gonna move and we're gonna shift the focus over to Sexy Red Charity.
Oh, when she find the Gayborhood, Dallas eggs. Hello.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna, you Dallas's black scene's favorite white girl.
You heard me?
You know, and I say that I do. You're not. Well, you know, but
Well, maybe you
I
gotta be
trust me. I understand. It's all right though. It's all right. It's really all right. But the thing about it is, huh? Say something good. What you say?
Definitely. I love Dallas. Like, seriously, the LGBTQ community is awesome in general, but I am blessed to be the favorite white girl in the Black community. So seriously, like, y'all are my family. I can't tell you, when I go through, it's truthfully always one of my brothers and sisters that give me a call or give me a message to give me that support that I need. It's really impactful, that the sincerity that I get, and it's goes totally against that stereotype of people think the relationship should be with folks of different races. So I love watching light bulbs go off. Some people get mad, some people get happy. It is what it is, but there's an impact either way. And that impact hopefully leads to something down the road. So I'm happy to be here.
Okay, we're happy to have you here, honey. Okay, welcome.
And I only say that because I met you a number of years ago. We met at church.
Yes, ma'am.
Amen. Praise. And we turned the church out too.
What?
We turned the church out. We did. We turned. Remember when we had that one show? Anyway, never mind.
Wait.
Girl, yeah.
No,
that was a show. That was a show.
We used to do gospel lip sync explosions.
Okay.
We did it in church.
Church girl. Okay.
And see, that's one of the things I want to bring about too is the whole spiritual community for LGBT. And so now you are a cast member on the Gayborhood Dallas.
Yes,
all right, and your character is Dita. And what I want to know is, how close do you think that your character is to the real Charity?
Miss Dina is a serious cookie, and I got to admit I'm probably along those lines too. I like to get business taken care of. Ain't nothing wrong with being a boss lady.
Okay.
She's a social worker, so she loves kids, but at the same time, she's not one to cross with. I appreciate how our writers have written her up.
I can't wait to see it. Oh, I can't wait
Well,
to see it.
that's I mean, I know they know you personally, so do you think that they probably typecast you for this movie?
There may have been a conversation or two before season 1. I got this character I need, and I don't want her to be that stereotypical white woman who doesn't care and then writes people off, that type of thing. So I felt like because she knew me as a person, she knew I'd take that personal, and then I want to represent what it is to be an ally and not to be the enemy.
Right. Because we definitely need more allies. You know, we need allies, and like I was telling you before, and you know that as far as Let's Chat Dallas is concerned, we're definitely, you know, interested in diversity. You know, we are interested in housing the LGBT community as a whole. So, you know, even though, you know, I joke with you about being everybody's favorite white girl, the thing about it is that as a community, there's some things that we experience together, you know, along all racial lines, but just on this, on our gender roles and sexuality that, you know, other people, you know, hetero or whatever, might not relate with, you know, our attractions are different.
All the way. Emotions are completely.
The way we interact with each other.
Some of it's beyond their grasp. And the truth is, some of the things they do is beyond my grasp. And that's all right. And that's what it has to come down to, is we don't have to understand everything to accept that it is in existence, that it is reality for someone else, just because it's not our reality. And that's some reason we all seem to think that you got to match what I do. And the truth is, that's not the case. I'm very blessed to not only work with Gayborhood, but I've worked with KJ Productions. So Sally Mae is who does Gayborhood, and Jennifer Sands and her group are awesome, and they're expanding. I worked with KJ Productions back in the day, Miss Keisha Jackson, in stage plays, things of that nature. And it was always special to me that they made room for me. That it wasn't I wasn't separated from the cast. I'm embraced by my cast. My cast love me. I love them. I love to see them do well in all the projects that they do. And I know that I get to be something in their life that they may not have. They may not know what they're doing. There ain't too many of me out there.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say, because you get all the white girl role, you know, because the other white girls gonna be out there like, Cherry gets it all. She gets like playing with, you know, because you good. Like you really
no.
Your acting skills are really good. Okay.
Arts is important, just like music from Dallas is important. All of the arts is really important. And acting is one of those things that, just like music, it's been difficult for the LGBTQ to even be seen on television or seen on the main screen, much less the actors themselves own their status
that
able to be it. They don't even see us portrayed, much less us doing it ourselves.
That point.
So it's always been a battle. I've acted for many years and been in the arts in different ways. And some of the most artistic, creative people are LGBTQ.
Yes.
And they just get stomped down just because they don't fit that. This is what we're comfortable with working with. Okay, well, then we'll work with each other. That's cool. We're going to work with each other. And together, I mean, truthfully, I love that the soundtracks that go onto Gayborhood, a lot of them are LGBTQ artists.
Yes.
Jennifer makes a real strive to do that. That's an intentional thing. Not everybody on the crew is LGBTQ or in the cast, and that's good. We need that. You know, it's good to have that representation of hetero and homo across the board. Working together shows other folks who thought it couldn't be done that it can be done, and we doing it.
Okay, we are. For us, by us.
Okay.
Right?
And I'm really
Dallas, straight from Texas. Thank you.
right. Okay.
You from Dallas?
Girl, Dallas Fort Worth. I'm DF Dub. I'm from all over Texas. I've lived in all over.
I'm glad that you said something about Jennifer using our LGBT artists, independent artists, artists who own their own music, because that's very, very important, so that you get to determine how your art is being portrayed. And this is, you know, in this, look at these, just in this meeting now, these three genres that we have, merging together to elevate the LGBT entertainment community. So we don't have to go out. We have people, we want to book a celebrity, a major or whatever they call them, celebrity. But if they're not, if they're not from our community, okay, yeah, you're just there to entertain them, but it gets lost.
Right.
The entertainment value gets lost. That's like even seeing, a known straight or hetero woman playing a lesbian, even though they might get it down, but when you see the for us by us, like even the writing with Gayborhood, I'm not like, dang, that be happening. You mean that happened to somebody else, and you be thinking you're the only one. But no, but it's the writing, and I do have to to applaud the writers. They
Oh my
have
God.
some very realistic storylines, and that way that might be why it's easy for you to play a character like Dina, following in that this is almost parallel to your life.
Yeah.
And I got hurt.
It means something to me. Every single scene means something. There's a message that we're trying to get across as a cast in general.
Yeah.
And what we taking on in season 2, we taking on some issues in season 2.
Baby, and
We like the things.
We like
that.
drama. We like to watch
You know
drama on
what?
TV.
Because
That's good because I ain't gonna tell you what they is.
I know, right? And just
Dogs dropping. There's a lot of things going on in our world, and we want to speak to it. And everybody else seems to have a very easy path on getting their thoughts and their views and their feelings and how it's affecting them. LGBTQ needs that path too. So
that part. And we shouldn't be shamed for doing it either.
Because we have a voice. We're loud.
And proud.
And
Hello.
we're here.
And we're queer.
And
Damn
right,
it.
all that. And like you were saying earlier, acceptance is what we're looking, to just accept.
being loud means nothing if you're not heard.
Right.
And so it's that aspect that you have to tune in to what it is that you're trying to hear, because we can show you that and better.
And better. That.
Okay.
All right. Okay. But I want to get into Dina, okay, because I've been wanting to jump into this since the beginning. Okay, because she is not going to tell me. I don't think she is. But I'm going to ask because, like I say, Dina got some periods too. I just want you to know. Okay?
You are so gay.
I'm sorry. I'm a super lesbian, you guys. Okay? You never heard of me? That's me. Okay? So, anyways, she got some periods. I'm going to say that again. But your relationship, well, let's start from you being a social worker and you taking on this case of this baby, this little boy, this young man, because his mother was, in the. If y'all ain't seen Gayborhood Dallas season 1, I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm just gonna put that out there. Let me quick note in there, because I don't know. But y'all can watch it.
Because tea is gonna be spilled.
Because if you go to season 2 and you ain't watched season 1, honey, I don't even know what, but okay. I mean,
it's a good occasion for binge watching.
It is. And it's been a while.
It's a great binge watch. Seriously.
Okay, and I got my 3 seconds.
I don't want to stop. And you're gonna be mad when it's over. I'm telling you.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago, just to get back in the vibe, I spent the whole day but watching it just to see my characters again and see my people and be like, ooh, this is gonna be good.
Yes, honey.
Miss Dina, she kind of copies me in that sense that she sees something she likes, she go after it, and it was some chocolate.
I see, honey. It was a 5 piece of chocolate, honey.
And that was a part of it, but well, again, spoiler, the PTSD.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like
suffering from. I'm from a military family, and it's very personal to me. Like that was something when I saw it in the script, it was like Jennifer wrote it for me and didn't know it. Like that, it had nothing to do with my character.
My story.
It had to do with the other character.
Right.
But it affected me as a character. That is what the issue was. It wasn't, just true irresponsibility or recklessness. That there was a true issue, like there usually is,
right.
And people don't focus. They focus on the effects, not on the issue.
That part.
And they focus on the behavior.
Oh, definitely, that the issue causes, and
right.
That's the easier thing to focus on. And most of the person having the issue wants to focus on that too, because they want to be mad, angry, or whatever. And if we keep yelling at each other, then we don't have to really sit down and talk about what the real problem is, and I don't have to dig deep within myself. And I knew that's what I would be doing to her character. That she
Right.
was going to talk to me about some things she didn't want to talk about.
Dang.
So while I'm trying to be hard with her, I got a little sweet with her.
Baby, sweet
Something
like
happens.
honey, honey.
Your heart just gets a little soft sometimes. You see somebody struggling.
That's why I was gonna ask, was that a healing technique?
You know, it's one of those special ones, you know, that
Hey,
don't only work for some. But it was that.
You know, in that it looked like, and we're talking about the one that was fixing the computer, right?
Yes.
Yes. That looked like a major toxic thing.
So let me give you a little background, or do you want to give a little background? Okay, because I know you do, but we know how. So she had PTSD. So she went to the club, right? And she shot up the club, right? So when she shot up the club, right, she went to the jail, right? So when she went to the jail, you know what I'm saying, they took her back. Okay, so that's where they came from. So when she got the case, she took the baby in her own home. Yeah, she did that. She did that. She was all nice. She was real good with business, though. I can't even lie on you. She did take care of business.
May have slid her a little contact, help her get a lawyer, may help her a little bit here and there.
A little healing, you need to talk. I need my computer fixed, But yeah, she showed up, fixed the computer.
But
And that wasn't it.
But wasn't that her son that you took in?
Yeah, whenever she went to jail, her son got taken by CPS. So the son was in my
But
custody.
I was lost. I mean,
And I think that what was important to me was it was a true gun going off. A lot of people think about PTSD as, oh, somebody's just depressed, or they come back and they just have issues talking to people. And it's so much bigger than that. They really get in a situation where something reminds them of their battle days or something that happened to them that was traumatic. That's not just, hey, I'm depressed. That's now I don't know where I am mentally anymore. Am I still at war? Am I at home? Is this peaceful times? And how that really was, I think that PTSD is minimized a lot in our soldiers, that, they just had a hard time over there. And now that, they just don't feel good anymore.
Right.
And it's so much more of a serious issue. So we didn't want it to make just, oh, she was struggling and having a hard time. No, we wanted an incident to happen. That incident really happening changed where her life was going. She thought she was on track. Her and her son was doing good.
Yeah.
And that incident of her going out when she didn't want to, her friends made her do it. And that, we're speaking to our audience to say, if you're suffering from things, put yourself first. That's not just the story about PTSD, but that's saying when you don't put yourself in a good place, this can happen. You can get totally off track when you're doing so well. And so now she was fighting back from one night, and that frustration that we've all been, where we thought life was going good, and one situation totally knocks us off. Your job.
And that's all it takes.
One.
That's all it takes.
It doesn't take 3, 4, 5. Doesn't take everybody turning their back on you. One. And that one situation, really turned her life upside down, and all she was going to do to get it back. But that was really speaking to, the audience there, that be wise in your decisions, no matter what the reasoning for them is. So.
Watch how you treat people, because you never know what's on their mind.
Exactly.
That's what I say.
Yes.
The end, period.
They'll just be like, she just snapped.
Right now, she ain't just snapped.
Some folks is waiting for somebody to step in line. They're waiting to snap. They prepared for it.
They was ready. You wasn't ready because you wasn't in the sign. All the signs were there, but you was looking over it. But okay, she snapped. She did that.
Kind of one another.
So that's what I want to get into with that, because you gave her a little healing. So season 2, is this a continuance, or are they done, or whatever? Because I asked this question to Jennifer. I just want to see if we get the same answer. That's all.
In season 2, I'll be focused on a new family that is having an issue in regards to that. So that storyline won't continue on that one. I think all the is done.
I got the same answer. You good.
I bet you did.
Yeah, I did. Indeed.
Well, we got some more juice for you, though. You ain't gonna problem.
Let me say, I'm gonna bring this up in any Gayborhood Dallas interview I can. Okay, y'all ready? I was on episode 12, 3 seconds. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. 2 and 3, but it was the climax.
We appreciate you.
It was the climax. I had so much fun. It was.
Girl, it takes a village. It takes a village. I've called people on set. Hey, we need extras. Can I get somebody up here? Like, trust me.
Baby, I'm always coming. I told Jen I hold a light because with Jody and them, let me see, because that's real interesting. You know, stuff. That's just very interesting.
Oh, so we're gonna go into some real life issues.
We're going into real life LGBT issues. If you have not seen Gayborhood Dallas, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for. Like you was behind, you left. Please don't sleep. You feel me? Come on, wake up, honey. Catch up.
Well, you know what? And then there's also what we were going to talk about tonight, toxic masculinity. I think that Gayborhood pretty much brings that out in the storylines as well.
Toxic
right?
masculinity and femininity.
There are such things, but today we talk about toxic masculinity.
Oh, okay.
We're not going to
so
talk
we're
about
gonna do that.
toxic
Okay.
femininity
Okay.
because that's just the
it's always that
toxic.
No, because in Gayborhood Dallas, it was a result of toxic masculinity. She was married to a man, and she walked up in that room and started flirting with JT in that thing. So she messed up her marriage, going to bail this woman out of jail. Don't give me the pressure.
Girl, she ain't reading our script for us. She ain't reading the script for us. Line and everything.
It's good.
Well, and toxic masculinity speaks more to the social and kind of more clinical terminology that actually says these are things that are normal in the masculine world. It's actually a negative thing for them. That it's normal or it's the what's expected, but it's actually not good for that person or for the people around them. So, you know, in sense of dominance or aggression, things that are expected of men that can actually be bad for them. That unfortunately in the LGBTQ world, when we translate that over, then things that studs or masculine females think that is
They talking about y'all.
acceptable or expected, not even acceptable, but expected, that if they don't carry that type of impression and they don't give off that type of dominance, that they're not fitting into the category right. Something's wrong with them. And truthfully, it ends up being a negative thing for them. It takes away from who they really are because they're trying to play a role compared to trying to be true to their identity and who they truly are. So,
KueenD, can you weigh in on that? Because I know in the rap game and the music game, especially dealing with other studs and lesbians, you definitely have run into some toxic masculinity in your line of work.
Don't do it. Well, yeah, do it. Unmute your, come on, baby, unmute yourself. Come on, honey. Unmute yourself.
Maybe like in a mentally, definitely I have. But like,
Is that something that you've had to deal with yourself? I mean, you obviously are on the more masculine presenting side.
yeah.
So in that, have you either experienced it or even experienced that expectation from dealing with other women? Because, you know, sometimes feminine women expect that extra aggression from a stud. And when they find out that you're not like that, I mean, they will cut you all the way down, like completely. You know,
I think the expectation sometimes is a little like calm down, you know, because at the end of the day, like we still are women. Like, I mean, I know like, as far as me, I can't speak for everybody because you know certain people label as different things, but I know as far as me, like I'm a woman, so it's like there's only so much like that I can provide for you, like you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm not even gonna like give you no wishful hoping or nothing like that. So, like, but yeah, you do encounter that a lot in majority of the relationships because that's just what females expect. Like they expect security. They expect like just like certain things, especially if you're in living with these people too. So like it just depends like what type of relationship y'all have. Like if it is a long distance, are y'all shacked up together? Like what's the case? Because in those different situations, the expectation is a little higher than others. So and then don't get to talking about somebody with a kid. Then you really feeling some shoes. So yeah.
Be a step stud, or stud daddy.
I don't know. Daddy.
But I totally agree. I totally agree with Charity though. Like it is like it's outrageous at times when they do try to make you feel like just because you don't fit in that category all the way, like it's like then you really ain't worth a damn.
I mean, seriously, I'm a feminine woman by all means. I'm feminine, but I'm submissive, but I'm also dominant, and I'm also aggressive. And so to expect that a stud could only be those things, and they can also be soft and understanding and compassionate. And
I mean, that's supposed to be the whole point.
You gotta find
exactly. And it because we have so many that the stereotype has been that you're supposed to fit into this role when the truth is no. You're supposed to find what's comfortable for you and express that. What other percentage, whether that's 70-30, 60-40, whatever that is in regards to masculine to feminine, what makes you comfortable? And that's where it becomes a toxic situation, is because when that's not your goal, and your goal is to be meeting a standard that you think that's been set by this community, then you are seriously hurting yourself. You are putting an expectation. You are going to damage yourself. You're causing your own insecurity, which will inflect into your relationships. Like I said, and even some more in relationship wise, from relationship to relationship, what the last one did isn't what the next one's going to do. And they're going to do things the last one didn't do. And that expectation that we have set for femmes and for studs, that femmes got to fit this role and studs got to fit that role. And yes, I can cook, but I also like to make that money. You're not going to put me in one. And for most studs that have gotten to a maturity to own that toxicity goes away. But unfortunately, I find it a lot in our younger studs. I work for a great company, Santander Bank. I am the Texas regional lead for the LGBTQ group called Embrace there. We do a lot of community work, things of that nature, but we do a lot of education of our own hetero employees about the LGBTQ. But I find a lot of my homo employees hit me up with just, man, I'm tired of this. I just want to be me. Or, it's this, just because this bro does it that way, does that mean I got to do it that way too? And at some point, we got to make that expectation that it's okay not to be the same. Don't expect to be the same. Let's switch the narrative from this is what a stud does to no, this is what you do.
Right.
That's I do me. You hear me? Because I'm gonna do me. I'm dumb and you know what? We're not gonna go there.
But it is that those false expectations. I'm not even gonna say high or low or whatever. It's false expectations that we put onto a person, like that makes them feel like they have to perform a certain way, to do certain things. When it's really in any successful relationship, it's got to be equal give and take all the way around, yin and yang.
We balance.
Friendship, family, relationships. It's truly, when it's healthy, it's a balance, and there's that union to it.
Right. Be my piece, honey, because I'm coming to be yours, because Sagittarius, that's how we rock, though. You know what I'm saying? We just got that good. You know. Oh, shit. They didn't tell us they had snacks.
You out. I saw it too, but I didn't say nothing.
You ain't tell nobody you were bringing snacks.
We eat some pizza.
You got one?
Pizza. Okay, well, we're going to let y'all slide. Get y'all pizza then. Okay.
One bite.
Is it got what is
that?
that?
What is that? Is that mushrooms?
Spinach, Alfredo, mushrooms, and tomatoes.
I would love a bite without the mushrooms.
That's my kind of pizza.
I like that.
Is that like a vegetarian thing?
It's like an Alfredo pizza, like a white sauce pizza.
Yeah, there you go, white sauce.
Yeah.
I got you. It's a white sauce.
So there's no meat on it? No pepper on it?
Oh, you don't put no chicken on it?
Don't need meat.
No, what?
We got Alfredo cheese.
Why,
Y'all vegan?
We lesbians. We don't need
Huh?
meat on everything.
I eat pepperoni too, though. Don't get it twisted.
All I'm saying is,
I eat my meats.
I'm a lesbian, but I like motherfucking beef
Try this pizza without the meat.
and fish and stuff like that. I can't eat no pork. I have blood pressure.
So with the
Sausage too.
toxic masculinity, we in that we kind of, when we're in a situation like that, what happens is that just like a straight man would do, we start to devalue ourselves as women by expecting really any kind of masculinity. I mean, everybody have, a certain amount of masculine and feminine, period. Okay. But it's in a female-female relationship for either party to expect any traits. I mean, is that unrealistic? Am I going in the wrong direction?
No.
I mean,
Because
yes,
I
you.
expect the trait. I have a trait that I expect.
What's that?
In the bedroom, I'm in control.
I think the expectation. Yeah. The expectation is to not be surprised. The expectation is to know that happiness is going to happen, and so is anger. Like that, it all will happen. It's about how does it happen, and how is it
Right. And
acted.
just to pursue what you want authentically, and then you will have,
And to understand that some people have lower expectations than you do. That some people are going to give you less. That your expectations are higher than theirs. And
then that when you're not compatible.
I'm not talking about just relationships. I'm about family and all those type of things that sometimes you have to accept with friends or family that their expectation, what they're living by and what you're living by, you're striving for a different goal than they are. Right. And that you don't have to break their goal, but you also have to realize that their advice isn't going to match to what you're trying to do. Their expectation, their reaction isn't going to be what your reaction would be. And that's okay. That's theirs. It's not yours. And the only thing you control is yours back. But most folks don't, they really have that expectation that you're going to act the same way I would react to that. Well, no, some of us have more understanding. Some of us are on a different path. Some of us have less understanding. And that truly, like, I had to realize in life, some people have a lower expectation, that they don't expect good things. They expect bad things. They expect the negative to happen, that their life has taught them that the negative is going to happen in life. And my life has taught me that the good's going to happen. Negative happens too, but the good is inevitable. My God is inevitable. My God is inevitable. You can't stop him. You hear me? So, and if you truly believe and live that way, then your expectation is for positivity. But if you don't, then, and you see that when you live, you quickly realize that in other people, that our expectations aren't the same. And if yours are higher, be that person, just be the bigger person that says that. Like, you know what? They're not going to understand this, and that's okay. Like, and in the stud world, it's the same mentality that it's okay if you don't understand why your bro wants to pack when he walks around, and you have absolutely no concern at all of strapping up at any time. It ain't your thing. That's okay. It ain't your thing. There's no expectation that says you got to match your bro.
Right. Because if you don't want to do it, you shouldn't.
Exactly. You're not.
I'm just saying.
It plants a seed inside of you that starts.
If it's not in your heart.
Seriously, anything you do that you don't want to do, that plants a seed too. And that the resentment and anger.
Because it ain't going to be right if you don't want to do it.
Seriously. It ain't going to be no good anyway. You really got to want to.
You really do.
Really.
That's a whole nother show for a whole nother day.
Okay,
right, because I can talk about that for a while. You want to talk about that?
But you know what? That's that expectation, because it is something. I mean, that you have to ascribe to, not just not just to have a phallic symbol, not just to have not because of penis envy, but because that is actually how you you know, how you get down. We just gonna go on and say, we just gonna go on and say, because I'm tired of trying to find another word for it, or another phrase, just how you get down. If it ain't how you get down, then don't do it.
Amen.
Yes. Damn, it's not hard. It's very
Here, Paul.
all of that.
But if you do it, do it.
Please, your way. Practice if you need to.
But I mean, but anyway, DJ Unladylike. So
She flipped up. Never mind.
I saw her. I saw her.
Right now, because it didn't go nowhere. So I didn't want to say that. You said I saw it, but you did. You did.
what my hair did.
Yeah. By the way, y'all should start a Wayne's World type of deal. I was just looking at y'all like, you know what? That would be so fucking dope. Y'all know what that is? Wayne's World. Y'all know what Wayne's World is?
Oh.
That would be dope for the lesbian community. I said that, so if y'all do it.
Hey, marketing.
Reviewing new music artists, you know, because that's definitely needs something that needs to be done. Reviewing clubs, reviewing parties, you know, that type of thing. I'm just putting it out there. But DJ Unladylike, back to the topic, you know, your name in and of itself speaks to a rebellion against expectations.
That part. I love it. Because I'm so No, I was just saying I love it because I'm so unfucking ladylike. It's just so fucking with it.
Yeah. I actually came up with that name like I was like 19. I just came up with a name because I wanted to be different. I wanted to stand out. But as I evolved as a woman, it became something different. The name became
woman.
The name became like a defiance against society. Like you can't tell me what's unladylike. Like I'm
right.
a lady, and I can sit here. You see, if you was sitting here, I got my legs crossed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if you was to look at me out in the streets and not just judging me, you would think, oh, damn, she want to be a nigga. She want
to be a boy.
I'm very in touch with my femininity. Anybody who has dated me will tell you that. But you know what I'm saying? Like
I can get on the phone.
You come with references,
right? Do we need to go ahead and call a check 3? We need to.
Nah, but yeah, I love women, and we all have different shades of what that looks like. There's no certain way to be a woman, so that's just basically what my name stands for. And yeah,
beautiful.
I love it.
The end. Period. That's that shit.
Good because you can look the term up in the dictionary, and it will have some terms that none of us probably resonate with. You know, I mean, I do my astrological chart, and actually, my masculine and feminine are perfectly balanced. I am a Libra.
I got Libra in my Libra in my chart. Libra rising.
Whatever it is, I'm Libra, baby.
Don't do that because Sag
Nation, baby.
Baby, not too much.
Sag Nation.
Why she talking about food? She didn't even hear me.
But either way, you know, I mean, but and so, you know, even with that, with my masculine and feminine being perfectly balanced, it's like a 5 and a 5. You know, there's some things even on. Yes, I do. I go all the way. So I'm just saying, but it's those things that you need to understand about yourself so that you can be authentic. And, you know, because when we get into people pleasing, then that means that we start to put on a mask and we start to be, you know, present something that is not realistic as far as who we say we are, you know, and everybody needs to be able to be who they say that they are, you know. It's what my feminine side, like a lot of hair and makeup. My masculine side digs in and I grind and I work. So it works out. And that can go for either way, you know, whether you have a 5 and a 5 or a 3 and a 4, that don't equal 10, wait, 3 and a 7. You have to do your astrological chart to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But what I'm just saying, either way, let it be whatever it is. If you're more masculine, then let yourself authentically be that, because a lot of times you have people who are more masculine who don't, who feel like that side of them is offensive or that it's not acceptable,
Yeah.
And so then they start to try to do something that's not natural for them, and that's where they don't get accepted because people can spot a fake.
Right.
Mhm.
You sure right about that? Anyway, we ain't gonna go there.
We already went. We already there.
Baby, y'all already there. I'm not going. You know what?
Me too.
No, but we did enjoy y'all.
I like how DJ Elaine like knows that she a lady. Like, you define what lady means to you. Don't let nobody, like, in general, what woman means to you, what lesbian means to you. What it doesn't, that definition is a personal definition of who you are. What I consider a lady is very different than what an 80-year-old male white
Right.
Yeah.
and how what they would expect from one compared to what I would expect a lady to speak her mind in a way that is thoughtful but poignant and to the
Right.
truth, where they would expect a lady to not speak their mind at all. So you can't go by everyone's definition. You have to truly determine what your definition of a word is, especially one that actually defines you.
Right. And own that shit.
That remind me of that Adele Givens when she say, "I'm such a fucking lady." Okay.
Oh, for real.
Okay.
And for me, lady is character, it's integrity. It has nothing to do with whether or not I'll let a man open a door for me or not. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. And for some, that's what defines it. And we'll get offended if I open one for them. I can't tell you how many men I offend on a daily basis.
Right, sir.
I can't let an elderly man open a door for me. I'm a lady. An elderly person is not going to, I don't care if you're male or female. To me, that makes me a lady. To them, to someone else, why are you opening a door for a man? Because he's a veteran. Because
right.
For whatever reason, because I was first. Because I got here first. That is not standing at the door waiting for someone to open it for me.
Right.
That is not a lady.
Get out. Be period.
And we get to define ourselves, and we get to say what we want and what is a standard, what our standards are, what your personal standards are.
Yes.
Well, y'all, it's 10:21. We've been at this thing for a minute. I like this.
Hey.
So we're gonna give everybody.
We're gonna let them take us out because
we're
they got a whole little saying that they was rocking and waving, and I ain't get to hear it all. So we're gonna let y'all take us out.
We're gonna let y'all take us out. We'll let Cherry give any final words, any updates you want to give us, and some encouragement. I want you to say the name of your employer again because I think that's important for us.
I work for Santander Bank. I've been there for almost 10 years. They have engagement groups there. They have a Black Employees Network. They have a Women's Employee Network. They have an LGBTQ group. We even have a group for veterans and for caretakers, people who take care of other people that are employed there. So my job really does strive to give support as well as education. I will say this year, the Black Lives Matter has truly became a big part of our BIN network, our Black Employee Network. And every network has jumped on to support. And I cannot tell you how many, and this is just personal note for anybody who's watching, vote. First off, vote. Please vote.
I did today.
Vote. I don't know what to say, but vote. But the amount of white people that have come to me in the last 6 to 8 months that have started to have light bulb moments, that have seeds that were planted years ago are finally starting to bloom. Things that they heard me say 5 years ago are starting to make sense. So please know that change is there. It's sad that it's slow. It's sad that it's taking so long. It's frustrating to me. Trust people hear my mouth about it all the time. But I have seen executives in my own company admit to their own people that, I've never considered myself racist, but I never considered myself privileged. And I'm privileged. I'm privileged out there like dude. Truthfully, we all privileged in different ways. A lot of us have a lot more than others in regards to it. But there is a change in the corporate world that I'm seeing in a lot of banks and a lot of corporate entities that they're starting to be led by people who care more in it. So Santander Bank is the name of my bank. Embrace is the name of our crew. We got about 300 strong across the U.S. that we do a lot of community service and that kind of stuff that I'm real proud of. But Dallas themselves is doing a great job in supporting the LGBTQ. I think it's really important for everybody to realize that they want us to be divided. So please don't give them what they want.
Right.
Right. You know, seriously, the mess, the drama, all that, it's a choice. It ain't necessary. You can choose not to do it. And then that's just to the leaders. There are so many leaders in our community that people watch and look up to. And it's sad and unfortunate whenever that disappointment comes in that, okay, they're not really looking out for all of us. They're really just looking out for their best interest. If you're going to be an advocate and you're going to speak out, please know that your interests no longer are first. It is the interest of the group that you are advocating for. So,
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys for having me on. Gayborhood Dallas, we're shooting right now. They'll put out whenever we have our first episode release. Can't tell you when it is because I have no idea.
Oh, I was gonna say, come on with the date. Lord, don't be doing that.
I ain't got no dates. No. I can tell you that our production has stepped up 1,000. Like the cameras on this one are like the size of my front seat.
I was gonna say,
in my 300. So the level, some of the glitches that were in the first season, production wise, will not be there this season, but the acting is just stepping up and up. We've got some great new actors on that are gonna blow you guys away. And we coming with it.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
Well, you already know I'm looking forward to it.
You front of the line, I know.
Season 1 is definitely binge worthy. So if you guys want to check it out, you can follow Gayborhood Dallas on YouTube and on Instagram, on Facebook, and go check it out. And we'll get ready and hold our breath for season 2.
Nice.
Okay.
So KueenD and the Wave crew.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna take us out?
Everybody, I'm gonna play 2 Turn. It's on the Wave mixtape. Make sure y'all go stream that. You know,
Can we get them links?
I'm patiently waiting for Pink Goat to drop December 19th.
Okay.
It's tomorrow. Make sure y'all pull up to the Fright Night, 211 North Irving Street. Saturday we got the Halloween costume for D3 Lee. But here go 2 Turn, and make sure y'all stream KueenD. That's KueenD. One word. Yeah.
All right.
Bring it over here. Go ahead. My teeth we 2 Turn. Yo, bitch, she on alert. I told her, don't just twerk. Baby, just put it in the work. My teeth we 2 Turn. Yo, friend just wanna surf. Tell her to ride the wave, 'cause we gon' lie today. She just popped the perk. Now she full of that thirst. Big ol', big. I just wanna touch. I lift up her skirt. She looked back like, hold on, damn, I didn't mean to do this. I just trying to cut her. Hey, hold up. Bitch, yeah, throw that ass in the syrup.
Hey.
Hold your booty, bounce back when I bump.
In a circle.
Put it in my face. Yeah, you're big and bad today. It's something like glad today. Hey. My teeth we 2 Turn.
Hey.
Go ahead and put on the work.
Say we.
My teeth we 2 Turn. Yeah.
2 circles.
Hey. Ooh, okay. My teeth we 2 Turn. Your friends just wanna like. I told her don't just twerk. Baby, just put it in the work.
Okay.
We 2 Turn. Your friends just wanna surf. Tell her to ride the way, 'cause we gon' lie today.
Hey.
Yeah, appreciate y'all so much.
Y'all have a great night. You know, tune in next week for Let's Share That Love. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody,
Thank you.
so much.
All right. Thank you.